Hi guys, welcome back to Shoujo Talk.
We're I don't even know what episode we're on anymore.
14?
Gotta stop counting.
I think we're on episode 14.
Okay, episode 14. So today's episode, we wanted to get back to our
Regular scheduled content.
regular anime content. But today we're talking, instead of shoujos,
Shounen.
yeah, we're gonna talk about shonen. That matcha's so good.
Right. Oh, also, if you guys hear meowing, it's my cat.
Pepper.
Sorry, you'll just hear her little meows.
She just wants to go outside.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a nice day out. That's why.
So yeah, we wanted to talk about shonen. I don't think we've ever talked about shonen before. We could talk
Not
about,
like in depth. Like we like kind of briefly touched on it like a little bit.
yeah, we could talk about some of our favorites. Honest to God, what got me into anime was actually shonen. Like my first introduction was shonen anime. And
Mine
also
was magical schoolgirls.
I also watched a lot with my brother too. He's more into shonen.
But yeah, he's a boy too.
He is a boy. Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, we're gonna talk about shonen today. Where should we start? I don't know if you saw on our TikTok, but we've been binging Haikyuu. I mean, we started it last night.
3.5 bottles in, 2 cocktails. Yeah.
Yeah, we just got, a little turned, and we started watching Haikyuu. I think that's probably like one of the biggest and most popular amongst the whole anime community is Haikyuu.
And then this bitch, when we were like halfway through an episode, all I heard was and I was crying.
Yeah, it was so emotional.
Oh.
No, I was just closing my eyes and like visualizing. Okay.
So like dad say like, no, I was watching.
I was trying to imagine what they were saying. I can't understand Japanese.
She's not
Closing my
Daijobu.
eyes. But yeah, so how far did we get through the first season?
Episode 8?
Yeah, we got like 8 episodes into Haikyuu last night. And that's been really fun. I think that's going to be our binge show.
I love Haikyuu. I forgot how, like, intense it is.
Right? Like, 3 episodes could be, like, one half of a volleyball match. And, like, also coming from someone who, like, played volleyball, it's just, like, so...
intense.
Yeah, like, everything is, like, super, super, like, detailed.
But they're D1 athletes. They're D1!
Yeah, they're gonna be national superstars one day.
Hey.
Little do they know.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, guys, if you haven't.
I'm sure everyone has seen Haikyuu, and honestly, Haikyuu is like one of those shows that it's like it's really fine if you spoil it. Honestly.
Okay. All right, but spoiler warning. Yes.
Yes, more spoiler warnings.
Yeah, sorry.
Who's your favorite in Haikyuu? I think we talked about this last night, but I was too
in the sense of a high school girl.
Yeah. Also, like, imagine.
Us in the sense of a high school girl,
right?
Because I watched this anime in like beginning of high school.
Yeah, we were high school kids when we first saw this anime.
So in the sense of a high school girl, my favorite character, Kayla clocked it so easily. Kuro.
Yeah, like I knew her favorite school would be Nekoma too. Like
I love
they're
cats.
the cats.
But my man on Kurasuno's team, Tsuki.
That makes so much sense.
That's my man right there.
Nonchalant, but gives a chalant.
Low-key little nerd, but is like passionate about his hobbies, 6'2", damn near 6'3". Sorry.
Mine is like the cutesy soft boy, Sugawara on Karasuno's team. I don't know, like I've always been attracted to just like the soft boy. Unfortunately though, he like reminds me of like the second love interest, like like the one that like doesn't get picked. Stop, like the one who like has been there through it all but like in the end doesn't get picked. That's his trope.
I mean, he's fitting that trope.
But my favorite character of all time in Haikyuu is actually Bokuto.
Hey.
I just love his energy so much. Like he's my favorite. I've always said that.
He's a little cracked
little
out.
Owl boy.
He's a little cracked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love Kuro. Oh, so tall, so nonchalant.
Tall, dark, handsome.
I'm gonna be all up in it. My cat's looking at me. I'm gonna be all up in
If you were a high school
it.
girl, yes.
Yeah, if I was a high school girl, in the sense of a high school girl, guys. I keep saying in the sense of a high school girl. So don't get my words fucking twisted.
Yeah, we're not
Um,
predators.
but yeah, so we were binging Haikyuu, but we were like talking about shonens, and I mean, the first anime that I got into was Tokyo Mew Mew. That's like the first introduction to like anime. I was like, whoa. And then Mermaid, Melody Pitch,
Pitchy
and then
pitch.
yeah, Pitchy Pitch, and then Sailor Moon, Girls Bravo,
So like magical
Inuyasha.
schoolgirls, yeah. Inuyasha's technically a shonen,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is, but it's
Yeah.
also a romance and a shoujo,
Yeah,
so
so
it's the
I
same
I
thing.
like the crossovers. My first I mean the first ones that I ever got into were whatever was on Netflix. So at the time, I think they still are. I mean, Attack on Titan, the very first season, like when only one season of Attack on Titan was out. That was my first ever anime. Makes sense. I also watched Death Note. I like saw those for the first time in like 6th grade.
The potato chip.
The potato chip. Yeah, take a potato chip and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I guess like more recent shonens that I've watched, maybe just like in the last couple years. Mm, Chainsaw
I
Man.
never really got into it.
It's very similar. Like Chainsaw Man, like just like the character designs remind me so much of JJK.
I never got into JJK
Yeah,
either.
so if you didn't like
So
Chainsaw Man, you probably wouldn't like JJK. But I watched those two with my brother. So like that's kind of like why I ended up watching it. And I think like storyline, like I like kind of like paranormal and like I like fighting when it's like there's a hint of like paranormal in it. I think it's pretty
and
cool.
hot guys.
And hot guys, absolutely.
Favorite character in JJK. Hottest character. Right now. Right now.
Hottest character in JJK. I like Megumi.
Oh, mine was Ghetto.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I like Megumi. I think he's pretty cool. He's got the right amount of chalant and nonchalant, a perfect balance. If I said Gojo, like I feel like I would just get clowned on, to be honest.
Gojo's fine though.
Yeah, he is fine, but I feel like if I said like, oh, he's the hottest, like I'd get clowned on.
I think it's Ghetto.
I think Josh would watch this and clown on us. Josh, like, yes.
Oh,
like, Josh.
thinking of who?
Yeah.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Don't clown on us.
I'll send a Labubu to your house, and if you do,
Oh my God, I literally just retrieved all of my Labubus. Anyway, so yeah, Ryan, my brother and I watched JJK, Chainsaw Man. We would always try to binge watch My Hero, and then we would just lose momentum, maybe like 4 or 5 seasons in.
I just don't know. I loved My Hero in the beginning. The first like the literally like the first half of it. I loved. I was reading it. I was caught up,
Yeah.
and then just like out of nowhere, I just lost interest.
It's just like, yeah, it just like falls off.
I don't
Like,
know what happened. I don't know why it happened,
no,
but
but
like
same. I think the problem with a lot of shonens, I mean, especially ones that have gone on for so long, that have like a bunch of seasons, is like every single season it's kind of like the same plot line. You know what I mean? Like
mhm.
there's training, and then there's friendship, maybe a hint of romance, and then they fight one single bad guy. And then
And then,
next
like
season they like go back to training and they recover, and then something else happens and they fight another bad guy.
and then the supporting character who like everyone like loves and hates dies out of nowhere.
Right, like they
Or, like,
just
loves,
they start
yeah.
picking off like the supporting characters. I think that's why My Hero fell off for me
Same.
specifically.
I mean, I'm not saying My Hero is a bad anime or
No,
anything. I'm just
it's
saying
good.
I just couldn't finish it.
Yeah,
Nor
couldn't
will I.
finish
I don't
it.
think I will ever finish it, in my opinion.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah.
feel that way. Like when I have thought about starting One Piece, when I have like tried to start One Piece, or like mentally prepare myself to start it, I'm like, but it's so long, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of repetitiveness and like a lot of filler, and I've
Actually, a fun fact you should know: One Piece, even though it has 1,000 plus episodes, they only have I think like 10 episodes of filler. That's all I'm gonna say.
that's pretty cool.
10 to like not like Naruto when they have like 2 fucking seasons worth throat. And it got to
Oh.
the point where I was like, I'm not gonna watch it because I low-key hated him while I was dating him. So I think I'm gonna rewatch Chainsaw Man and then reread it
You need
because
to
like
give it an actual chance
yeah.
now that you're like energetically done with
Yeah,
him.
and that's what happened with JJK too. And also like just for the sole fact that like he loved it so much and I was like and I just hated it out of spite. And then I just never read it, never got into it.
You know, sometimes it is kind of a turnoff, like when I'm talking to a guy and we're talking about anime and he's like, "Oh yeah, like I watch anime," and then he's like, Demon Slayer, JJK, Blue Lock. Like those are the only ones. I mean, clearly, you know, if you've, you know, been watching us for a little bit, you know that we have talked about a variety of different anime. Like we like a whole assortment.
My favorite's horror. Like I love horror anime.
Because you like horror movies.
I love
Every
horror
single night,
movies.
Bella's like, "You want to watch a horror movie?" I'm like, "No."
It's not my fault. Everyone can't handle a horror
No.
movie. Anyways, but yeah, so oh, so since we were watching Haikyuu, I like was thinking about like, you know, shonens and like sports animes too. Like one of my other favorite sports animes is
The one with the
Yowamushi Pedal. Yeah. And then of course Free.
Oh my gosh, Free!
Rin.
The original Rin.
The original pretty boy, right? Don't get it twisted.
It's not Rin Itoshi or whatever his name is. He irritates the crap out of me. Like actually, like he's a pretty boy with like annoyingly long bottom lashes.
Oh, he's so hot. In the sense of a high school girl.
But he just like I know he needs like a lot of character development and like we'll probably get it. I haven't read Blue Lock either, so like I really don't know.
I can fix him.
But actually, wait, no, both Rins are I can fix hims. But I like the original, my red-haired shark tooth man.
Blue Lock. The last time I read Blue Lock was when they were like in like that betting manga scene, and I have not read since then. That was like the last update that I read, and it's been like a full year since then. So I got really into Blue Lock. But
I watched Blue Lock with my ex, and then I was like, but I want to still like it even after like my ex and I broke up. So I rewatched it with my brother.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like watching shonens with like guys is just so weird because I'm like, I just like sit there and I'm like, why are you taking this so seriously? You know what I mean? It's like they want to be in the shonen. You know what I mean? Like they want to be like in that shonen. But then I'm just kind of like, well, I'm just watching because of the hot guys and like the storyline too, of course.
I think you mentioned it last night, but like especially with like sports animes, like they are just so like serious and like so passionate. It's like life or death. Like
Well, I also feel like how you said too yesterday, like men in real life, the reason why they love like they just love sports so much and like they become so hyper fixated on it. You know what I mean?
and hyper competitive.
Yeah, and like that internalized like that internal like, oh, I gotta be the best.
Gotta be the alpha male.
I gotta be the very best. No one ever was.
No, literally, men make everything a competition.
Oh, and then like, oh, when you say, oh, I watch anime, I like shonen. Name 5 shonens that aren't this is that. I'm like, have you ever gotten your dick sucked? No. Like you haven't. You've never been touched by a woman. You've never eaten a pussy. Like sorry.
Yeah, men just make everything a competition. It's kind of annoying.
But
I understand the little point of like they get really like into it, especially like the fighting ones, like those are really cool, like or like the paranormal supernatural ones, like where they like watch so intensely because they like want to be in it.
I think it's like they're healing their inner child too, because that's what I do with like shoujo.
Like, give
so
them
I'm not
a
like
bit of grace.
I'm not like hating on them. I just like hate the fact when they're like, you don't really watch anime like that. I'm like,
when they hate on women.
yeah, I'm like, bro,
anything.
I'm like, Jesus, bro, like
This is turning into a whole other conversation.
I know, sorry.
That's crazy.
This is what happens when we don't have a script.
We never have a script.
We had a script for sinners.
We had a list of things.
So a script.
A list of things.
But yeah, so we just really want to talk about shonen. But like, honestly, last night I was having a dream that I was in a shonen. Like I put myself in a shonen,
Really?
You know what I mean? Right? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, if I was in a shonen, I was like, what would I look like? I was like, what would I be wearing? Like, I was like, who would be my friends? You know, like.
And what
like,
kind of shonen would it be? Would it be like sporty? Would it be like an action filled
I think it'd be an action.
An adventure filled one with like magic?
Yeah.
Stop. stuff. I would love to like be just like in a fantasy
Really?
anime. Yeah,
I would just to
literally.
put like to see yourself in a shonen, or just like put yourself in like the eyes of a character would be so fun. You know what I mean? But oh my god, guys, wait.
Speaking of, okay, this is the only thing we've ever tried to script, and it's done so poorly. But honestly, like today's episode works so perfectly. I think we've hinted that we partnered up with this really really cool company. They are called
Ooh.
Toongether.
Toongether.
I'm pulling up their app right now. So basically, Toongether, they kind of remind me of like Webtoon, where you can make your
Mm.
own comic books, right? Like make your own
Yeah.
storyline, and you publish them, and you can read other people's stories. And they have like literally look at that.
That's
That
so
that one
cool.
looks like a blue lock one. So I wanted to talk about Toongether because they were awesome enough to partner with us this episode, and I thought we could go through the app together and maybe even like make an episode.
Ooh, that would be
Wouldn't
fun.
that be cool? Okay. So, yeah, just like looking through the app, there are like different types of like these are probably other people's
Yeah.
stories. Okay. And then I already kind of started one. Shoujo Talk meets Toongether.
Ooh.
I know. So, this is like the first scene, I believe. Okay. We can change the background. So, okay, what kind of story should we do? We want something action packed, but like they have like rose garden. Like this is giving Oren.
I think we should start like in a classroom, and then out of nowhere like something
A
jumps.
classroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in a classroom. And then you can like move it around.
Ooh.
I know, this is so cool. Okay. And then we can add our characters. Do you want to pick a character? Who are you going to be?
Low key, I would want to be. I think I would want it to be like a fantasy, so I would like be like that like super like edgy, you know?
Okay, so that's you.
Super edgy, super just like
Add another character. And then which one? They have a bunch more. Like they have a bunch, Bella.
oh wow.
Oh, they have superheroes too.
One Punch Man.
They also had
One
like Dragon Ball
Punch.
characters. This is Star Wars, Mario. Oh my
It's
gosh.
me, Mario.
Oh my goodness. Who should I be?
The
Oh,
fact that they have so many like
I
characters you can choose from is
know.
so cool.
I love this. Okay, I think that's me.
Okay. Oh.
I want like her full body though. Biking. Oh, I'm on a bike. Sneezing. Dancing.
Hey.
Back.
Are you like that hot teacher?
I am not a teacher in this. Okay, well, this is just the back of me.
Okay.
So, and this is you.
Yeah. Live my short
like,
girl fantasy. Perfect.
Okay. So how should we start off? Are you narrating?
Are we narrating?
I don't know. You could be.
I like this is so new to me. Like this is so exciting.
I know.
And, like anything is like possible.
Anything is possible. Like you can literally, and then look, we can make a text bubble.
Oh wow.
Do you want Bella or do you want your actual name?
Name me Ariel.
Ariel. Ariel.
Yeah.
Okay, Ariel. Let's see. Let's see. What was like packing? Was packing.
To get ready to go home. But she heard a loud thud.
Getting ready to go home.
But was startled from a loud thud.
Her best friend Kayla. Oh, actually, I want to be Ariel, and my name will be.
Oh my eye.
Is there something in your eye? Ariel, and what's a good name? I'll be Ruby.
Hey.
And Ruby.
Max and Ruby. Sorry.
Ruby and
Max.
Her best friend.
Sorry guys, my allergies are acting up bad.
Waiting. Okay. So that's just like literally just like story.
It's like your own comic, your own manga. Like that's so cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then shapes, objects, pictures.
Wow.
Whoa, effects. Okay. I feel like we would need like way more time to like play around with this and
Yeah.
like actually get good at this.
I think this would be like a fun little like update like next time, but we just wanted to talk about this app and like talk about how they were so like kind to like reach out to us and actually like be like a partner. Oh, blast.
So you
Sudden
blast from your eye.
Suddenly she has a snot blast.
Suddenly the two girls heard a loud
Thud.
blast noise coming from the courtyard.
Yeah.
Yard. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, cool. Next page.
And then you can just literally make as many episodes you can
This
just
is
like
not the
literally
courtyard.
make as many episodes as you want, and you can make your own storyline. You can make basically like the possibilities are endless, honestly. And it's like something fun. I feel like if you really like anime, it's something fun you can do with your friends if you're alone, you know.
Need like a school courtyard. School courtyard. You can even search up like perfect. I just searched up what type of background I wanted. Okay.
And you can customize and you can just
Girl. Waving, working, shocked. Shocked, yes. And your character also shocked. You got mad. We should both be shocked. Because what did we find in the courtyard? Where did the shocked go?
I have no idea.
Oh, there it is. Oh, and you can like You can like, yeah, look at that. That's cool. You're running up. I don't like her dress, to be honest, but it's cute. Okay, anyway, loud crash. Then we can add a little effect. Where is it? Here? No. Add. Effects. Creatures. Creatures! A ghost. Oh my god, little Danganronpa bunny.
It's so cute.
Aww. These are cool.
But yeah, so I think we just really wanted to show you guys.
I'm getting so into this.
No, like we have an episode to film. Anyways, well we will update you guys on our
and
episode.
show you how this went. But yeah. Oh, I was looking for these types of effects. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the next few panels and show you guys. We'll post it on TikTok. But yes, we just wanted to show you Toongether. They have an app on the App Store, free to download. And as far as I've seen so far, it's been free to mess around and make your own comic. But yeah, thank you so much, Toongether. Woo, thank you. But yeah, we're making a fantasy anime. A fantasy manga or like manhwa style.
I think since we binged watched Haikyuu, I think I'm getting back into sports animes again.
Sports animes.
Like Shounen sports animes.
I'm excited for more of Blue Lock to come out. Honestly, I do like it.
I just want to finish all of Haikyuu because I haven't watched the movies, so I want to like, you know, yeah, I want to like watch it, and then I low key want to get back into like some old shonens that like I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
That I've been putting off rewatching.
Yeah, you should do that.
Sorry, but I just can't think of like ones off the top of my head that It's
And
been
there
a
are just
minute.
so many. Like we were scrolling through Crunchyroll last night, right? And we were like, what's a good one to just binge and like maybe we could talk about it on tomorrow's episode. And just like looking through, we're like, there's just so many, like nothing really pops out. Like
Oh my god, sorry. So, okay, one shonen manhwa, not manga, manhwa that I've been keeping up since the beginning was Solo Leveling.
duh, solo
And
leveling.
I
Josh, don't
really
come for us. I know you said that solo leveling is not actually peak, and I understand like plot wise, like it's you know.
it's better in the manhwa, okay? It goes more in depth in the manhwa, in my opinion, cuz in the anime they have to go through so much in such little seasons. So, in like the
Yeah,
manhwa they
like the
go,
world building.
yeah. So, if you guys have watched or read Solo Leveling,
Oh man.
I always reread it like every year. And then I'm also reading the sequel. Spoiler alert, guys, he has a son. So I've just been reading the like sequel to it. And then there's a new shonen that just came out this year, the beginning after the end, which I have been keeping up with it since it came out basically like years ago. And it finally got an anime adaptation, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But I haven't read the last few updates cuz I don't know. I feel like it's kind of going through like a little like what's the word called?
A rough patch, like a
Yeah,
writer's block moment.
and I'm just kind of waiting for it to pass cuz the manhwa has such good world building. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's just if you guys like reincarnation, like really good building,
I
fantasy,
love
martial arts.
reincarnation.
Yeah, so like I think you would like it. There's martial arts, there's reincarnation, there's fantasy,
Are
there's
there
a
hints
little
of
romance.
romance?
The
Okay.
tiniest bit of romance. There's I don't
Like when I said I like reincarnation, I like the ones that are like
the time I got reincarnated into a slime. I like that.
or like why Rayliana ended up at the Duke's
Oh,
mansion, seventh time
oh
loop,
yeah.
like will be the villainess that goes down in history, things like that. Where it's like almost like second chance or like reliving, like and like reliving, but then living differently each life, or you know stuff like that. More romancy, but reincarnation is a really cool trope for me.
Solo leveling technically is reincarnation.
Yeah,
Solo leveling.
yeah.
Um, I'm just waiting for omnipotent reader. I'm
Oh,
waiting for that, but if you guys really like it and you read the manga, read the light novel. The light novel is amazing. I feel like the light novel has, I'm not going to say it's better. I'm just going to say it has more emotions and it really digs really deep and the writing is just so beautiful.
mm-hmm.
Um it's also so good. So good. I love a canon moment.
If it's like good enough to get you to read like a light novel.
I like when I got into it, I read the manhwa for like a little bit, like the time like for like a month, and I was like, oh, this is kind of good, and I like read I think enough to catch up, but then I was like, dang, I was like, I only have 10 chapters left, and I found there was a light novel, and the light
Mm.
novel is like long, so I was reading it, and I was like,
The
so
only
good.
like light novel or like short novel that I've read for like an anime was Sugar Apple Fairy
I
Tale.
don't think they're gonna come out with a new season though.
No, they're never gonna come out with a new season. And the light novel, it's not even like a legitimate like it's like someone who was reading it in Japanese who isn't even like from Japan. Like he just knows Japanese somehow is like translating it and like posting it online. Like
Clutch,
no, literally clutch.
clutch.
So that's like the only short novel that I've read. But I don't know. I was hooked on it so much. It was like so uber cutesy for me that I was like, I have to get more.
I also read the Overlord light
Mm.
novel too because the manga takes so long to update, and this new season that's supposed to be coming out this year is taking so long. That's also
Another one on your watch list.
another shonen that I really like because it's like world building, it's fantasy, um, a a little bit of a reincarnation moment, technically.
Yeah.
Not really, but a little technically. But I've watched so much anime that like I sometimes forget what shonens I've watched, but I haven't watched. Like
And
I've
they all
watched. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say like they kind of all blur together because like whenever like I think of like a fantasy like fighting almost like and like the monsters or like whoever they're fighting is like almost like looks like a video game, I instantly think of like Sword Art.
I never got into that. That's
Really?
one anime I could
And it's,
not
and
get
it's
into.
old too, so I'm like low key like did Sword Art kind of like pave the way?
Maybe
I'm
I
sure there
mean
are older ones,
I just didn't like the romance in it.
and I would love to be educated on it. Yeah, I feel like the
It
romance
was
was like
forced.
was really
And
forced.
that's why I stopped watching it. I was like, what? It was like literally from the beginning. It was like this really cool. I was like, yeah, it's so cool. And then out of nowhere, they're in love. I went, what?
And then they like had a house together and like they had like a kid
And I was
in the
like,
game, and I'm like,
yeah.
you guys need to like get out of this fucking game. Like you need to like get out, like figure out a way to like survive because like this is not real. But yeah, Loki, I mean, Sword Art was like one of the first that I had watched, and then anything after it was just kind of like some sort of like rendition or like it reminded me of Sword Art in some type of way. But I think that's where I like lose traction with shonens is like they all kind of like blur together. Like I know that like I can like distinguish like plot lines and like obviously like characters and stuff, but like the idea like is kind of like all the same to me sometimes.
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I mean, all like, I mean,
Will I eat it up still? Absolutely.
I feel like,
Absolutely. But yeah.
I feel like a lot of shounens now have kind of felt like that for me, but there have been like really good standouts. Like, honestly, Chainsaw Man was really good, very refreshing. Dandadan was really refreshing.
Dandadan was
I
really refreshing.
I feel like it was like a good reset for me to go back into shonen.
Yeah.
There's like what's it called?
And then like obviously like there will always be like the classics like Haikyuu, My Hero I think would be considered a classic, and then like the ones that are like really like one of a kind like
My
Attack on
yeah.
Titan and Death Note.
My favorite shonens, like I can list like I've trying to compile a list in my head. So like all the shonens that I've watched that I can like remember and really loved were like Black Butler. Don't come for me. Were like Black Butler, I think it's like Darker Than Black or Blacker Than Black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, sorry. Attack on Titan. Um Oh, Cowboy Bebop. I mean, I've watched Dragon Ball. I've watched at least a decent amount of One Piece to like at least be like I love One Piece. I watched Naruto,
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was a really good like Demon Slayer was like a good shonen for me to get back into shonen again. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think that's also another one that kind of like paved the way for like that style.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like Death Note, like any just like mainstream basically. Um she's just doing a drive
She's
by.
passing by.
She smells whole milk. She loves milk. She smells milk, cheese, or anything. She goes crazy.
She likes ranch.
She likes sour cream too. Yeah.
My.
I can't even think of a list. Like it's so hard. Like I have to like literally sit down and go
Have
through
you
like
watched-
everything.
Have you watched Darling in the Franxx?
No, actually I'm not.
Really?
Uh-uh.
That was another one my brother tried getting me to watch with him. And I think that one reminded me of like two others. Like I don't know, sometimes like shonen will be I feel like the writers low-key will like take two like really good ones and like just merge it together and then you'll get something like Darling in the Franxx.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of like shonen manga artists or like, you know, artists will like find inspiration.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
mean
mean, like,
that goes for anything.
Dragon Ball has been like a huge inspiration for a lot of the shonen like artists and manga artists like now. Like if literally what's it called Dragon Ball or like One Piece weren't created, and then a lot of your shonens would not be here today. You know what I
True.
mean?
True. True. Darling in the Franxx isn't like peak shonen though. I wasn't claiming that it was. It's just another that I've watched.
Peak shonen is Girls Bravo. I'm joking. I just remember I used to watch that as a kid.
And the fact that it was on the shonen category list,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
the fact that it's on Crunchyroll is just crazy.
Because there's a scene where the main girl, she's just like in a bathtub in a white bikini, and the main dude's like, whoa, and the boobs are just jiggling.
I guess it's not that bad, and it is supposed to be for boys, so
It's ecchi technically.
That's
Dirty, you're dirty, dirty shame corner.
Yeah, we're the cone of shame.
I bought a new vape, so I'm in the cone of shame right now.
Yeah.
I folded hard.
Yeah, I have not bought a new one. I am truthfully going to stop.
I need to.
100%.
It's okay.
Anyways, we work today, but I'm really proud of us. We got to record before
I ate a hot
work.
dog.
We ate a hot dog. My mom made hot dogs. Oh, big update coming soon. Maybe that should be the next episode.
Mega
honestly,
update. I wouldn't say huge. It's like a mega
update. So much has happened, guys. Like, so much has happened. Obviously, like, you know, I dropped a major bomb about like a month and a half, almost 2 months ago, about my home life. Things are a lot better. And thank you to everyone who has been like super nice and supportive and loving and just like sending good energy, because we have felt it. And I have especially felt it. But we have some major updates for you next week. And I think we should film in said location. So,
back where it all started.
So, yes, stay tuned for the next update. And yeah, I think we can conclude our Shounen talk.
I'm gonna binge watch Haikyuu, and then by the
Low
time
key,
I'm
yeah.
done,
Can we like at least put on like an episode or two before we go to work?
yeah, no, literally. And when we're done, no, I'm not gonna shut the